So test outline, 13 multiple choice, 6 free response. Not a lot of questions because it's not a block day, and some of these take a while to do all the conversions, and then you get 6 answers and you got to convert them back to rectangular. So that's we wanted to make sure you had enough time. And the drawback would be they're worth a lot, but I think it's a worthwhile trade to make sure you have time to do them. Of the 6 free response, some of those are as short as graphing, putting it on the real and imaginary axis. So those are pretty easy. It's not 6 like really long problems. A couple of those are find the distance / absolute value / modulus / a squared plus b squared equals c squared, right? That's like all the same thing. So those are pretty quick. And then a couple of them are more like roots and equations that take a little bit longer. Topics covered, graphing, converting. I mean, we did converting just now, like we do that a lot. Distance, we haven't done that in a while, but that's just how far are you from the origin. Let me give one more name for that, finding r. And then multiply, divide, and powers with complex numbers, right, where you multiply the numbers and add the angles, or power the numbers and multiply the angles. Roots and equations, that's kind of the same thing. Roots was Friday, equations is today. And then again, be careful on the free response to make sure you answer in the correct format. Trig versus standard. So angles versus a plus bi. I feel like most of this, or this unit more than most, is repetitive and builds. Like the very first stuff we did was graphing and converting, and we've kept doing that because the problems demanded that we keep doing that. We keep having to find r. So because it builds and builds, I'm going to say that due on Wednesday are worksheets 1 through 5, meaning worksheet 5, the review, is optional. So I've got it. I'll give it to you. It's helpful. It's recommended. You probably ought to do some of it. But because some of these problems take a while and it feels like we're doing the same thing over and over and over again, it's like if you've done 1 through 4, done them well, understand them, you're probably good. And so another 3-page worksheet of exactly the same stuff is maybe a little overkill. So I'm going to say it's optional. I would say look through it, maybe do ones that you're not sure about, or if there's some old problems that you need to review. It's up to you. I'm trusting you to do with it what you will for worksheet 5.
Is tomorrow like a day to just work on the worksheet?
So tomorrow will be a day to work on 1 through 4 or the review or whatever. I don't really have any new notes to give. We'll just answer questions, work a few from worksheet 4 if we need to.